to another episode of DOX'N Reality. And I am your host, Mr. Paradox. You know something interesting? It's supposedly the collapse of the dollar and this great reset and all this is going to happen real soon. Why the fuck is there an infrastructure buildup that I'm seeing? I'm seeing more houses get built than ever before. I'm seeing more highway and freeway projects rushing to get done. I'm like, if nobody's gonna have any money in the near future, who the fuck are they building all this for? And supposedly, this country is in a deficit. How the fuck are we getting money to do all this? Who is buying all this shit? But then again, I'm seeing people order more shit than they ever have before, but supposedly these people are broke. And they're not doing this off a single stimulus check, I can tell you that. Like, a lot of this shit costs more than $600. $600 don't go far at all. Hell, $2,000 don't even go far. When your rent's like $1,300, like $2,000, that shit can go fast. Your bills, like $10,000, shit, that don't go far enough. $100,000, y'all gonna probably lynch me for saying this, but $100,000 don't even go far. I've had $100,000 before at once. I'm gonna tell you that even that shit don't last. It'll last you about, well, depending on what you do with it, it can last you about a year. I mean, if you don't blow it all at once. But I digress. 100,000, it don't last. And I will say I fucked up because I didn't invest that shit like I said I was going to. Things have a habit of changing when you get that money in your hand and you ain't never had that much in your life at once before. Like, you saw it. You start helping people out who don't deserve to be helped. Yeah. Shit, you start giving them like large chunks away to family members and whatnot. Yeah. But I'm saying. But what was the original topic? Shit, I lost train of thought with that. I guess it's just been me talking out loud about random subjects. Oh yes. How the fuck are we able to afford a 5G network if this country's broke? The only way they can finance this shit is to kick the can down the road long enough in order to start a war. There's this book, this document more so, that I read called Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars. You can all look this shit up too. But there's a piece of information up in there that kind of gives you the very clue as to how they operate. Economics and what was the practice? It was something to do with electricity, microelectronics or something like that. It's like the very same principles apply. All you got to do is just change what you're adding up. Yeah, essentially. And then you just check, send that little coding information over to wherever you're gonna go or to whoever you want to learn it, and tell them, look, instead of capacitance values and whatnot, or instead of calling it that, you call it this, and economics right in a nutshell. Learn that, economics. So, and another few pieces of information on how the stock market is manipulated. In that same document, they'll tell you that they use something called a price shocking order, and they got that from aerodynamics, which they stress test an airplane's what is it called, the fuselage or the wings or something like that. And then they measure the response from this shocking. They measure the sound waves for it, and then they come up with a coefficient or a number or something like that. They do that same thing, and they take that same principle and apply it to pricing commodities, stocks, and whatnot. And based off that information, they can come up with models as to how they're how predictions are made. It's quite an interesting read, so to say. So, when they need something done, or when they need people to panic in order to have this specific outcome, so it's like X equals this, but we need this in order to make this equal this. So this and this, just divide this up over this, blah, 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 blah. We need this scenario. Okay, based on people's like response to this, we have different variables, variations, and all that. We need this precise date, this precise this, and we should get X. That's how they're playing this game. Like people may talk down upon that capital insurrection and whatnot. We all know that those were useful idiots, is what we call them. Those may have been liberals in disguise. Because we know the CIA has been known to stage false flags information. JFK, even though he may have been one of the cabal, they always leak out what they're going to do before they do it. They always telling themselves, because it's something to do with karmic law or karma or something like that. If they don't tell you, then it's not earned. But if they tell you and you don't do shit about it, hey, they're absolved of whatever crime they committed. So it's like they murder you, but they tell you beforehand they're gonna murder you. Hey, we told you beforehand, so I'm not sure who came up with that kind of law, but it sounds like open hypocrisy, but it is what it is. But I don't know, that's just my thoughts. Tell me what y'all think about this whole thing. So, leave a like, share, leave a dislike. It don't matter, just please engage with the video, and make sure you stay tuned for more episodes of DOX'N Reality. Mr. Paradox, over and out.